All right, good evening, guys. My name is Banks, and I'm your lead analyst on Good Elite News and also the founder. So, today we'll be looking at a diverse pair, a pair that is insane and a pair that a lot of people know already, which is popularly known as gold. All right, across other pairs too, and they'll be trashing our synthetics and looking at what the market has to offer us today. Now, firstly, for XAUUSD, as you guys can clearly see on my screen, we will be looking at the buy opportunities that we took as our last entry, currently running about almost 80 pips in profit. Right. So first off, we had an initial sell, and if I'm being honest with you, I feel like it's still gonna sell. But nonetheless, it just might push up price into an area where to feel comfortable selling from. So if we're looking at that zone, that could be somewhere around here. The market could push up to like here and then retest a bit and then push forward price into somewhere like here. All right. So then from around this area, if I'm being honest, market might push up price a bit. The market push up price like somewhere like here. Then you would have continuations to the downside. All the way down. All right. That's like what I'm looking at as a possible POI. So you guys get me? So that's like a visible area that I'm looking at as okay. This can be like a possible zone. This can be like a possible zone for market to like basically like react from. Are you guys with me? So yeah, I marked out that area. And so for me, I'm expecting that okay, this buy should hold most likely and then push your price. But then I mark this place as a TP because I know that this place is an area where it can decide to reverse from. But if gold should break past this zone, just know that it's gunning for this higher position. And why is that? First, the market created this high, then this sweep of the high, then this other zone that is here. So for me, we'll just have to come here properly like this and mark out this rectangular area here. So you mark out this zone like this exactly. So once you mark out that zone, then you simply take your short position and put it here and take something like this, and like a scenario like this, and like this up to here, and then push this all the way down and then mark this zone like this. And then now you will not just do that, but you'll also ensure that you have a rectangle in front. And where's the sorry, we have a line in front. So market is supposed to automatically take our price from around this region. All right. Now this is a region market is supposed to sort of liquidate. So that's the zone. And then looking at that zone, you know that okay. When you're looking at that zone, you know that okay, this is an area where market to most likely retest from. So what you want to do is ensure that you come to a time frame that makes it more visible. So you can come down to like a 4 hour to look at that area and realize that okay, you're actually not dumb for picking that zone. Then you can come down to like a time frame divided by two. It's like a 2 hour to look at that entry clearly. Then you come down to a time frame that is still divided by two, which is also the 1 hour. Then you look at it again at the 1 hour and be like, okay, this is conversion. Then you come to time frame divided by two. It's 30 minutes. You look at it from this perspective, and then you come to time frame divided by two, which is now lastly the 15 minutes time frame. Are you guys understand what I'm saying? If you can understand me, let me know. So now we'll look now that we've done that. We can now come to now we're on 15 minutes. So on that 15 minutes time frame, now that 15, and then this is basically it, yeah? So now that brings us to the next pair, which we marked out. Hi Simon, how are you doing? So that brings us to the next pair, which we're marking out, which would be the GBP USD. Let's look at G quickly. Let's look at G. Let's look at G. 4 hour time frame. Okay. GU not bringing anything tangible. Let's look at USD card. Okay. USD card is slowly getting to our POI. Okay. So we sort of marked, and who knows, myself from there. We sort of marked out this area from here. We expected markets to basically, it created this high on the soup of the high, and it created this zone properly. So we're expecting the market will push your price into this area. I think it was like just 2 pips away from our entry, and it's currently trying to like push down price on the. And they'll mark that this area as an area where the market basically clear, activate this region above, and start pushing down price for potential sales. And let's look at BTC USD quickly. Let's see what BTC USD has to offer us. So for BTC USD, we have this area that we marked out where we predicted the buys. As you guys can see right now, BTC is on a rampage, pushing up price, yeah? Pushing up price heavily. From tomorrow, I'll start dropping the BTC USD trades. I think over the weekend we were on the buys, but we closed it early. That's crazy anyway. But then, it is what it is. So, yeah, this is an area where you can sort of look out for BTC. Now that buys have happened, you mark out this zone that is below here, and every other entry that can possibly come forth from it. Now that zone becomes very relevant. And then you mark out this area like this. Okay. And then there's a zone here above. So market will most likely create some sort of retest. Down back here, and then you can have your buys all the way. All the way to the upside. And that's like pretty much it. Now, last trade I'm looking at for Forex pairs would be US oil. Let's look at US oil. So the entry still remains the same and it's still fixed. We marked out this region that is below here. I'm expecting market to basically buy and sort of like react on that. So the instruction is clear and direct. What to expect is the market should push down price slowly into this region and then basically create an uptrust and then buy. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to stop sharing and move into synthetics, which is deriv. All right, so now we continue from basically where we stopped, and then now we can look at a new pair. Let's look at what we have for volatility 10 winners. Though we send volatility 10 winners trades into our deriv signal and then we're massive profit, where I think we predicted the sales basically for volatility 10. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, for volatility 10. Yes, we predicted volatility 10 winners sales. If we were still on that trade, we would have been in bloody profit. But we closed in like about 100 points. So right now for me, the sales are still valid for volatility 10 1s. Sales are valid. Let's look at volatility 10 index. For me, it's indecisive, but then it's giving some sort of possibility for buys, but it's not as convincing as I'd want it to be. Now we have continuation of buy patterns for volatility 25 1s. And if I were you, I'd either mark out like this region that is currently here as an area where markets can create some form of retest too, and then I can basically enter the trade. So get a retest like this region, a market creates something like this. Oh no, something around this room would most likely reject and then create a continuation of the buys. But then anything that makes us have another candle after this candle is confirmation of continuous buys all the way to the upside. Right, so volatility 10 1s, sell opportunity still visible, 25 1s, buy opportunity still visible. Let's look at 51s index. So 51s, I'm not so convinced. Not really seeing particularly anything. Let's check one last one, 75 1s. So 75 1s is basically clear and direct that we have instantaneous sales all the way down. But then let's go to the 4 hour to sort of look at it properly. Now on the 4 hour, for me, this is not even basically giving it as hit an all-time low before. It's not basically giving it, oh, it has hit an all-time low before. Or this is the highest low that it has hit. It's giving, sorry, this is giving a new all-time low, basically. So for me, oh yes, you can. You can enter the sales. So for me, I can literally see that the sell opportunities here are very visible. But if I were you, I'll use a minimal lot size just to basically play safe and all of that. Just to, so that you're not basically risking too much. But that's pretty much it. 10 1s sales, 25 1s possibility for buyers. And you can, all the videos were recorded from the Forex part to the dairy part and all, to the synthetic part and all of that. So, guys, it's still a new week. It's still fresh. You can still do beautiful numbers. And I'm still rooting for you guys. And I know you people can do amazing things yourself. Right? The leadership board is still on. We have the top 12 there. And then obviously, there's somebody that is currently number one. And that can also be you. Right? So, I need you to be open to taking risks, take calculated ones at such, and also be ready to, grow and basically scale yourself. Now, I know that trading is not easy. I also do that myself. And I face a whole lot of headache. But then you can sort of, find a balance between everything, right? And it helps you to get a skill or something doing that can fetch you cash to easily fund your trading account. Therefore, reducing the level of target or anxiety that you may probably have, and that which sort of affects your results, right? So because once desperation leaves your matter, and you're not as desperate as you thought you were, you stand a chance to make a lot of money for yourself, all right? And also, you need to basically ensure that you become as more valuable as you can be. And also, always remember that the best investment you can ever have in this life is in yourself. Ensure that you read books, you connect to people that can help you scale your business, that can help you scale financially, that can help you scale morally, and in every other form of ramifications of life and all. I appreciate you guys, and by the grace of God, will always be here for you to guide you and help you and all. So yeah, stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow by 9 a.m. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your week. Safe.